In the distant galaxy called Thelon Prime, a group of alien leaders sat inside a dark and tall chamber. The walls glowed with soft blue lights. Strange symbols floated in the air. These were not ordinary leaders. They ruled over planets and commanded great ships. Their eyes watched a screen where a small human ship had just entered their space. "It is only a recon ship," said one alien leader with green skin and long arms. "Why should we worry?" "Humans are curious," said another, a tall figure with sharp eyes. "But they are weak. Let them wander." They laughed quietly, sure of their power. They had seen many species fall. But one alien, Commander Elarax, did not smile. He stared at the ship on the screen. Something felt strange. Far away, on the ship called Horizon Edge, Captain Luke Carter stood at the front window. The stars looked peaceful, but he knew better. He had seen war. He had lost friends. He led a small team into unknown space. "Olivia, do we have a reading on those signals?" he asked. Olivia Barnes, the tech expert, typed fast on her screen. "Yes, Captain. Signal is old but strong. It is not from Earth or any human system. It feels... ancient." Ali. Dawson, the pilot, turned in his chair. "Are we really going in there? This place gives me the creeps." Carter looked at the crew. They were young, but brave. "We were sent to find answers. So yes, we go." The ship moved closer to a small moon near a large green planet. The signal came from the moon. It looked dead, full of rocks and dust. But under the surface, something called them. Back in the alien council, red lights flashed. The human ship had avoided their drones. "How is that possible?" one leader shouted. "Our tech is the best." "No," said Elorax. "We assumed they were simple. That was our mistake." He asked for permission to go and handle the matter. The council agreed. As the Horizon Edge landed on the moon, dust flew into the air. The crew wore suits and stepped out. They walked toward a broken structure made of black stone. It looked like a temple. "This place is old," Olivia said, "but there is power under us." They found a path leading down. Lights turned on by themselves. The walls showed images of stars, ships, and something that looked like a weapon. "Someone wanted this hidden," Carter said. Suddenly, a sound came from above. A ship had landed. Elorax had arrived. "Get ready," Carter whispered. The alien troops moved in fast, but the humans were smarter. They used shadows, tricks, and tech. Ray took the high ground and picked off sensors. Olivia sent a wave of static that shut down enemy helmets. Carter moved in and caught Elorax off guard. The two faced each other. Elorax had never seen a human up close. He expected fear. Instead, he saw calm eyes. "You're not like the others," Elorax said. "And you're not as scary as I thought," Carter replied. They locked eyes for a second. Then Olivia called out, "Captain, we found something. You need to see this." Elorax was taken with them, his hands tied but his eyes watching everything. The humans had entered a room with a giant core. It glowed blue. Symbols floated in the air. Olivia translated them slowly. "This is not just a weapon," she said. "It can destroy entire stars." Elorax looked down. His people had kept this secret. If the humans hadn't come, it would have stayed buried. He began to wonder who the real danger was. Carter looked at Olivia. "Can we shut it down?" "Maybe, but we'll need time." Carter nodded. He turned to Elorax. "You can help us or stop us. But either way, we're not leaving this weapon active." The commander looked at the humans. He thought they were just explorers. Now he saw something else. They were protectors. And maybe, just maybe, the galaxy had a new force to respect. Commander Elorax sat quietly against the cold wall of the alien chamber. His hands were tied, but his mind was free. He watched the humans work. Captain Carter and Olivia studied the glowing weapon core. Ray Dawson stood near the entrance, watching for any sign of more alien forces. "This thing is more dangerous than we thought," Olivia said, tapping her screen. "It's one wrong move, and it could wipe out everything within 10 star systems." Carter walked around the room. Symbols on the walls glowed, as if they could sense their presence. "Who built this? Why hide something so powerful here?" Elorax finally spoke. "It was built before my time, a war long ago. Our leaders feared it, but they kept it in case they needed it one day." "You mean In case they wanted to win by force, Carter replied. Elarax nodded. Power is tempting, even when it brings danger. Back in orbit, alien reinforcements had arrived. A fleet of 3 warships circled the moon. One of the alien leaders, Commander Varnock, was in charge now. We gave Ilarx one chance, Varnock said to his crew. Now we take control. Prepare the drop units. Inside the moon base, Olivia worked fast. She found a hidden control panel near the weapon. I think I can slow it down, or maybe shut it off, but I need a few hours. Carter looked at Ray. You won't get ours. Not with ships in orbit. Ray touched his earpiece. I can fly the horizon edge and draw them away. It's a long shot, but I'll try. It's risky, Carter said. Ray smiled. Everything we do out here is risky. He ran back to the surface and launched the ship. As soon as he left the ground, the alien fleet noticed. One ship turned to follow him. Missiles chased the small human vessel as it danced between rocks and debris. Carter turned to Elorax. Help us hold them off. Your people respect you. They might listen. Elorax shook his head. They will not listen. But I can try something else. I know the secret tunnels in this base. We can set traps, slow them down. Carter untied him. Then let's move. Elorax guided Carter through old halls. They set small charges and activated doors that could lock behind them. It wasn't much, but it could buy them time. Back in the main chamber, Olivia sat in front of the control panel. She tapped the screen slowly, her face tight with focus. I need to shut down the energy flow in the right order, she said to herself. One wrong step and it could trigger a meltdown. Ray's voice came through the comms. I've got 2 ships on my tail. I can't shake them for long. Just hold them as long as you can, Carter replied. On the surface, alien troops dropped from the sky. They moved fast, led by Commander Varnock. He wore black armor and carried a long weapon that glowed red. They entered the base and soon found the traps. One door slammed shut behind them, trapping part of their team. Another hallway filled with smoke and light, blocking their scanners. Varnock growled. Elorax is helping them. He has betrayed us. He moved forward with his best soldiers. Carter and Elorax returned to Olivia. She looked up. Almost done. I need 2 more minutes. Carter raised his weapon. We'll give you 3. The alien soldiers burst into the room. A loud fight started. Blue and red lights filled the chamber. Carter fired and ducked behind a pillar. Elorax used a hidden blade to disarm a soldier. Olivia stayed calm. Her fingers moved fast. One screen turned red, then green, then white. The room shook. Did it, she shouted. The core is stable. It's powering down. Carter grabbed her arm. Time to go. They ran through the tunnels. The walls behind them closed as they passed. Ray returned just in time, flying low to pick them up. As they escaped, Varnock stood in the chamber. The weapon was quiet now, useless. Back on the ship, Carter looked at Elorax. You didn't have to help us. Elorax looked out the window. Maybe your kind is not what we thought. Maybe it's time we see you as more than just explorers. Carter nodded. Or maybe it's time that Galad were quiet, but change was coming. The horizon edge flew through space at top speed. Ray Dawson sat at the controls, sweat on his forehead. Behind him, Captain Carter stood with Olivia and Elorax. The team had stopped a powerful weapon, but the danger was not over yet. We need to leave this system before they send more ships, Ray said. Set a course back to the nearest human station, Carter replied. We need to report everything. Elorax sat near the window, quiet. He had betrayed his own kind. His thoughts were full of doubt and confusion. He had helped the humans, and now he could not go back. Your people won't forgive you, Olivia said gently. Elorax nodded. I know, but they were wrong, and you showed me the truth. Meanwhile, deep inside the alien council chamber, Commander Varnock returned alone. The other leaders stared at him. The weapon is lost, Varnock said. Elorax helped the humans. The room fell silent. The leader with green skin stood up. Elorax is a traitor, but this is worse. The humans have grown too strong. A vote was called. Most agreed. The humans must be watched closely. If needed, they would act. War was not yet decided, but fear had started to grow. Back on the horizon edge, Olivia played a recording of the ancient weapons core. Strange energy waves filled the screen. This tech is not like anything we've seen, she said. It's older than their history. Maybe older than both our species. Carter leaned closer. Then who built it? I don't know, Olivia answered. But if one weapon like this exists, there could be more. Elarok stood. There are old stories about creators who came before, builders of stars and machines. My people stopped talking about them long ago. Maybe it's time we started looking, Carter said, before someone else does. Suddenly the ship's alarm went off. Ray shouted, "We've got company." One ship behind us, closing fast. Carter looked at the screen. It's not alien, it's human. The ship was the Night Star, a human patrol vessel. They hailed the horizon edge. This is Commander Mason. You are entering secure airspace. Identify yourself.
Aye.
This is Captain Luke Carter, he replied. We've just completed a recon mission beyond virulent space. We need to speak to Central Command. The human commander agreed and guided them to a nearby space station. When they landed, guards surrounded them. Carter and his team stepped out slowly. They were taken to a tall woman with dark eyes and a strong voice. Her name was Director Hale. She listened as Carter explained the mission. Olivia showed the recordings. Elarok stood silently behind them. You brought an alien inside a human base? Hale asked. He helped us shut down the weapon, Carter said. Without him, we would all be dead. Hale watched Elarok. Why would you help us? Elarok looked her in the eyes. Because I saw the truth. You don't seek war. You seek peace. And sometimes, peace needs strength. Hale nodded. She sent the data to a team of scientists. We'll study this. But if there are more weapons like this, we need to act. Carter stepped forward. Let us keep searching. We know where to look. We've seen the signs. After a moment, Hale agreed. It's very well. But your next mission will not be quiet. The Council is already watching. This could spark something bigger. Later, in the hangar, Ray looked at the ship. We fixed the outside, but she still feels shaky. That's how we all feel, Carter said with a small smile. Lorox looked up at the stars. There is more out there. Old secrets. Old powers. You've just scratched the surface. Then we dig deeper, Olivia said. Together, the horizon edge was fueled and ready. The stars ahead were dark and wide. But the team knew what they had to do. The galaxy was changing. The humans had stepped into something ancient. And now, there was no turning back. The horizon edge left the human station behind and moved into open space once again. The stars looked calm, but the crew knew that peace would not last. Captain Carter stood on the bridge, watching the dark path ahead. We have a new mission, he said. Find other sites like the one on the moon. If these weapons are out there, we need to stop them before someone else uses them. Olivia checked her screen. I traced the energy signal from the last site. There is a match in a far system called Doran 5. It's not mapped in our charts. Ray looked over her shoulder. Unknown space again. Great, Carter smiled. We'll be careful this time. We know what we're facing. Elarok stood near the window. My people never went that far. But there were old legends about Doran 5. Places where even the bravest would not go. Then that's where we start, Carter said. The ship jumped into light speed and headed toward the system. Days passed in silence. The crew trained, studied, and planned. Everyone felt the weight of what they had found. When they reached Doran 5, the planet looked strange. It was dark red with thick clouds that never moved. The ship flew slowly through the sky and found a small island in the middle of a black sea. On that island stood another old structure. This looks like the last place, Olivia said. Same material, same markings. Carter nodded. We go in. Same plan. Ray stays with the ship. Olivia and I move inside. Elarok, you're with us. They landed and walked toward the entrance. The door opened by itself, like before. The air was heavy. Inside, the halls were wide and silent. Strange lights came from the walls. Olivia scanned the walls. Energy is low. This site might be shut down. As they walked deeper, they reached a chamber with a round platform. In the center stood a tall device covered in dust. This is different, Elarok said. This is not a weapon. Something else. Olivia touched the panel. Soft hum filled the room. The lights turned blue. This is a beacon, she said. It sends a signal, not to destroy, but to call. Call who? Carter asked. I don't know, Olivia answered, but it's active now. Far above the planet, a hidden alien probe came to life. It sent a silent message across space. Another galaxy, someone received it. Back on Doran 5, Ray watched the skies. His scanner beeped. "Captain," he called over the radio. "Something just moved out there, a ship. It's not one of ours." Carter looked at Olivia. "We need to leave. Shut down the beacon." Olivia tried to stop the signal, but the system locked her out. "It's too late. The signal's gone." "Then we get out of here," Carter said. As they ran back through the halls, a blast shook the building. The roof cracked. A dark ship had landed above them. The Lorax looked up. "That is not from my people. I don't know who they are." The team reached the exit and saw the strange ship. It was black and smooth, with no clear windows. Figures stepped out, tall and silent, wearing armor that looked alive. Carter raised his weapon. "We don't want to fight. We're leaving." The figures said nothing. They moved forward slowly. Ray opened the ship's hatch and fired a warning shot. "Get in now." The team rushed inside. Ray lifted off before the door closed. Energy blasts followed them, but the ship made it to the sky. "Who were they?" Olivia asked, breathing hard. "We woke something older than we thought," Carter said. The beacon was not just a signal, it was a warning. Elorax looked pale. Those were not soldiers, they were watchers, guardians of what came before. "We were never meant to find these places." Ray flew fast, away from the planet. "Well, we did, and now they know we're here." The ship moved into deep space, quiet again. But everyone knew it. They had started something they could not stop. The stars no longer felt safe. A new player had entered the game, and they were watching. The horizon edge moved through deep space, away from Doran 5. The crew sat in silence. The mission had changed. They had gone looking for answers, and now had more questions. Captain Carter stood at the front of the ship. He looked out at the stars. "We woke something. We don't know what it is, but they know we exist." Olivia sat beside him. Her face was tired. The signal from that beacon was strong. It reached far, maybe across galaxies. Elorex leaned on the wall. "My people believed those legends were just stories. But those creatures we saw were real. They were not like us, not like you. They were older, stronger." Ray flew the ship with care. "Can't go back to Earth yet. They'll follow us." Carter nodded. "Need to lead them away. Give Earth more time." He opened a channel to the human command base. Director Hale appeared on the screen. "We found something on Doran 5, Carter said. "Not a weapon, a signal tower. It woke something. Now they're coming." Hale stayed silent for a moment. "You're not joking?" "No," Carter said. "We need to make a choice. If we bring them to Earth, everything is at risk." Hale looked serious. "What do you suggest?" "Let us stay out here," Carter said. "We'll keep moving. We'll find out more about them. By time for Earth to prepare." Hale looked at the crew. "That's a heavy task." "We've already started," Olivia said. "We can't stop now." Hale gave a slow nod. "Very well. You have full authority to continue. Stay off the main channels. We will support you from here." The call ended. The crew looked at each other. "We're on our own now," Ray said. Carter smiled. "We always were." They set a new course, deeper into space. Olivia began searching for signs of other beacons or hidden signals. Lorax helped her understand the alien symbols. Days turned into weeks. They visited empty planets, broken stations, and old ruins. Some places had signs of battle. Others were quiet, as if the wind itself remembered something terrible. On one small moon, they found a message carved into stone. It showed a star map and a warning. Olivia scanned it and translated. "They are not gods," she read. "They are watchers. They sleep until disturbed. Do not call them." Ray shook his head. Too late for that. One day as they drifted near a strange asteroid field, Olivia saw a pattern in the energy waves. "There's another beacon," she said, "but this one is off. Like it was broken." Carter thought for a moment. Maybe someone tried to stop them. Long ago, they landed on a nearby rock and found broken parts of a tower. There were marks from weapons. A battle had happened here. Elorax found a symbol on the wall. It was the same as on the Doran 5 beacon. "Someone tried to destroy this place," he said. "Maybe another race like yours? Or maybe my own. Long ago." "Then we're not the first to find them," Carter said. As they left the site, Olivia looked back. "But we might be the last." Suddenly, alarms rang on the ship. A shadow moved behind the asteroid. A ship appeared. One of the Watchers, black and silent. Ray moved fast. They found us again. Carter stood tall. Don't run. Not yet. Let's see what they want. The Watcher ship sent no message. It just hovered. Lights moved across its surface. Then it turned and left. You're not here to destroy, Olivia said. Not yet. They're watching. Waiting. Carter looked out the window. Then we'll keep moving. Keep learning. As long as we're alive, we won't stop. The horizon edge flew into the stars once more. Behind them was silence. Ahead of them was the unknown. But one thing was clear. Humans had stepped into something far older and bigger than anyone had guessed. And now, the galaxy would never be the same again.